Greetings everyone. This is my second time doing this video. The first time I was just rambling. I'm so disoriented. And so I'm going to try my best to see if I can stay focused. I want to talk to you about my dream early this morning. It's so disturbing that I cannot close my eyes. I cannot go back to sleep. I am tormented. But I'm going to share with you. And if you're oldie and a goodie, timestamp this one for me. Download this one for me. Keep it. And then when the time is right, you share it back with me. Okay? Thank you. Now, this morning I dreamt that I was with family members. There were 4 of us, and we were looking for transportation to go home. We were led to this white van, and those of you, I don't know the name of this van, but back home they used to use it as bread van. It was a white van, and it's those vans that have the doors that you slide. You push it down to get in, just one big door and you slide it. That's the kind of van it was. And so when we got inside the van, my I think my brother was in the back with me, and I can't remember where everybody was, but there was a man in the back, and he had what looked like an attendant agenda kind of book in his hand. Excuse me, because I'm trying to recollect and remember the dream as I'm telling you. So he had this book in his hand like he was about to take attendance, and he asked everybody to give him their names. And so my brother started giving his name, and someone else was about to give their name, but I didn't feel comfortable giving my name. But then I saw him starting to write my name, J-E, and when he was about to put the N, I jumped out of the van. So before he could put N, it's like a R. So on the paper, it's J-E-R. I jumped out of the vehicle. Somehow the door got open and I jumped out of the moving van and I started running. I ran as far as I could run before I stopped, and I ran into my biological mother. And she didn't seem right. Her head was weird, just the way she appeared and what she was saying, like gibberish. But it appeared as if she was not my real mother. It's like she just got transformed in this image to trick me, and I sensed it, so I started running again. Now I got to a point where the spirit brought me back to the scene where the van was that I escaped from. They couldn't see me, but I could see them. And in there, my brother was weeping because his younger child was K. And the elder in that was also K. So as they were weeping, I ran away. And on my way, I ran into this man who was like 230 pounds, about 6'5" or 6'6". And he was wearing this white shirt with gray stripes. He grabbed me and tossed me over his shoulder, my face facing his backside and my legs towards his face. And as he was making his way with me, it's like a spirit said to me, he's going to end you. And so out of nowhere, I don't know where I got this knife, and it's this huge knife, and I started to use it. Just imagine, I'm just using it until this 6 feet, 6'5", 6'6" hulk of a man crumbled to his knees, and I escaped. I started running and running, and I ran into a sister of mine, and I asked her if she was going to Demshapen, which is where she was living. And she said she's going there, but she's stopping in Greendale first. So I asked her if I could come with her because I didn't want to tell her what had happened to me. She said, yes, I could. And I said, do you think I could sleep overnight? And she says, yeah, I'm sure they don't mind, because these are relatives of ours. They don't mind. And so I decided to go on the journey with her to these cousins' house. People, I'm sure you remember a little while back, maybe 2 years or so, I told you about people coming in my community where I grew up, and we're taking all the men from the home and throwing them in vehicles and beating them and whatever. Well, this one, it's so interesting. That was my childhood home where that occurred. But this is the last place I lived before I came here, a place they call Dempsey Pen. And everyone in the dream are my relatives. The only stranger that was in it is the one that was carrying me over his shoulder. Now, in this dream, it is two-tier. It is physical and it is very spiritual. And on my community post this morning, I post a word that I got in this dream. And I don't really want to link that word to this dream. You just go to the community post. And in the future, if you ever see this video and you want to go back, look at the date of this video, and then also check for the dates when that post was made. That word was given to me. And so I understand that though there might be things that are linked to me in the physical thing or a part of the dream, but it is something that is to come. The situation of people forcibly taken and destroyed is very much what is to come. The part where, someone takes me by force, even after I have escaped, shows me the journey that it's not going to be a very easy one. But what I have to remember is that the person who would be my enemy, I was able to take them down to their knees. Not I, but the spirits that dwell with me. For the weapon or the tools that were given to help me achieve this was given not by a person I could see, but as a person who was speaking to me. This year, 2021, is a year of revelation, but it's also a year where I have come into my purpose, and a year when who I am will be revealed. Every word that I speak will be made manifest, and every dream that I have will come true. That was a promise that I was given. And in 2021, now that we're in December, I have seen all of that work out. My job, or let's say my purpose, is going to be fulfilled. And not until it's fulfilled will I fall into any danger. But what I learned from this is that we're not just fighting against flesh and blood, as they say, but principality and power in high places. And so if I have a dream like this, I'm not just thinking about the physical aspect of it and what's actually going to be going on with my relatives and things like that, but I'm also looking at spiritually what is about to happen. It is comforting, but frightening at the same time. Comforting in the sense that I always have my guides with me, teaching me and showing me certain things. And this one is the most frightening one I've had in years. I just keep seeing that van moving slowly as they're slamming the door shut and we're trapped inside, and seeing them collecting our names. But before I could give my name, before I could tell them the spelling of my name, those letters start forming out. That is spirit. That is witchcraft. Like writing of my name, you see the letter forming on the paper without a hand. Oh my goodness, it reminds me of the mini mini tekel. That is what the spirit wants to show me. Mini mini tekel. That's writing on the wall. It's right here. It's now. And so go to the community post, see that word that is posted, and understand that we are at that avenue. We are at that place now where some things are going to happen that are going to be outside of your control. And what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to do what you need to survive. And it is not going to be easy. Now, The old and the young are most vulnerable. The seed and the fruit will be the target. And until you are prepared to do what is necessary for you to escape, you will be a victim. So in this dream, as I think about the spiritual and the physical, I see the darts that will be coming my way. And I, on my own will, is not capable of scattering those darts. I have to use the great spirits to help protect me and guide me, put a shield of protection around myself and my family and my loved ones. But this is not just for me. This is prophetic. So that time is going to come when more people would be forced into these vehicles and taken. And those who escape must escape with spirit. So, time for meditation, time for prayer and fast, time to really give up some of this idleness, time to have your eyes open, time to search your environment and look carefully, because many, especially in Jamaica, this is in Spanish Town. A lot of people are going to go missing. A lot of people are going to be disappearing. And when they disappear, they're not going to be taking them for anything else but parts. Warning. Warning to the Jamaican parents who are so careless with their kids. Be vigilant. Be alert. Remember, I told you so. I wish it wasn't true, but I'm telling you so. Stay blessed.